With Charlotte Flair taking on Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania, today we're asking the question, who should walk out victorious? We're gonna go over both outcomes, and at the end I'll make my overall conclusion. So first, let's say Charlotte Flair wins the title. Charlotte Flair defeating Tiffany Stratton would be a massive deal, especially considering how dominant Tiffany has been recently. From cashing in her Money in the Bank contract against Nia Jax, to defeating the likes of Bayley, Piper Niven, and teaming up with Trish Stratus to defeat Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. Plus, Charlotte winning on the grandest stage would only add to her legacy, since she's already had wins over Asuka, Rhea Ripley, and Ronda Rousey, and it would make her a 15-time world champion, which would be an incredible achievement not only for herself, watch out John Cena and Ric Flair, but also an incredible accolade for the women of WWE. And since this is the Queen's first Mania match since WrestleMania 39, her winning after returning from injury, it would make for an historic moment. Okay, so now, let's say Tiffany Stratton retains her title. Tiffany Stratton defeating Charlotte Flair would definitely add to Tiffy Time's stock, not only because Charlotte has held the top championships several times in WWE, but also Flair was actually the one who inspired Stratton to become a pro wrestler. So imagine not only facing the person who inspired you to start your dreams, but then also defeating them on the grandest stage. Plus, Stratton's had a lot of big moments in her career, from her performance in the 2024 Elimination Chamber, to becoming NXT champion, to also becoming Miss Money in the Bank. And since this is her first Mania, and she is viewed as the underdog, why not have another big moment and retain her title? Okay, so out of Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton, I'm going to go with Tiffy to win and defend her title. I think because Charlotte has accomplished so much, from singles gold to tag team championships to several Royal Rumble victories, the latter being the most controversial, a win is only going to make Tiffany even more of a star than she already is. Whereas if she loses, yes, you could do the Rhea Ripley storyline where she loses where she's young and it's her first Mania, and then she wins a few years later to show how much she's improved, but I just don't think it's necessary. If anything, making Stratton win would showcase her even more, because the likes of Rhea and Asuka lost at their first Mania. Plus, with Tiffany being a lot younger than Charlotte, it only makes sense to give the younger star the victory and carry on that momentum, unless your name's Edge or Hulk Hogan. But what do you think? Should the Queen become a 15-time world champion and cement her legacy? Or is it still Tiffy's time? Let me know in the comments below, leave a like, subscribe, and take care.